Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me. I'm really spoiling you today. There are 6 ears, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ears in this one for you today. The first one is probably the most interesting one, then a few little quick, straightforward-ish ones. At the end, quick fire, blink and you'll miss them. This first one's really good though. This lady came to see me who'd had this blockage very deep down in the ear. Quite a difficult one to get in from what I remember as well. As you can see, when you pull that out of there, you can barely see any of the ear canal, can you? So you've got to get the endoscope in and stretch it open to the side before you introduce the tube over the top of that. Interestingly, while I was gonna get that fish down at the bottom of that, a little bit jumped in. I wasn't even aiming for that one. That does happen sometimes. You get a little bonus where when you're introducing the suction tube over the top of the endoscope, sometimes picks up a little bit above it that you haven't even seen. So that's always nice when that happens. This is the fine-end tube, because for a start, it was quite deep in the ear, so I always try and use the fine-end tube when it's quite deep in the ear, a bit nearer to the eardrum. A bit more room around in there as well. But it was just coming away a little bit by bit, a bit frustrating, and I thought it would have been there all day. So I think I decided to change to the full-size tube, which is what you can see here now. And you can just see that lifting up, can't you? And so yeah, I'm hoping, because we've got a bit more power in there now, I'm hoping this bit just jumps up and then the whole thing can start lifting off and then coming away in one bigger chunk, rather than coming in installments bit by bit, which is what happened from what I remember. There you go, you can just see that she's oiled it really well as well, but it was very dark, so it's been there a while. Kind of a lot of skin in this. It's kind of concertina together, so when you grab hold of it, it's kind of stretching back out again. There we go. You can just see, can't you, the separate strands of layers of skin at the top there. Difficult to fit in, as you saw from when we came out before. It's quite closed off, this ear canal, so quite difficult to fit everything in. Not really got much wiggle room, but just about enough to get this, the more substantial chunk moving here. Just needs a little bit of persuading. Out it pops. There's no wax baby delivered just yet. In ear labour at the moment. So she's about 1 centimetre dilated at the moment. But we are just about to deliver it. I do get asked if I've ever delivered any babies in my past career. The answer is no, that's midwives. I don't know if it's different all over the world, but generally speaking, unless it's unforeseen or an accident, or you didn't have time to see anybody else, nurses don't deliver babies. It's a whole separate training course, and those are midwives who do that. I think you can convert from nursing to midwifery, but you've obviously got to do a lot of extra training. But no, I've seen 3 of my own, 1 by section, and the other 2 just flying out. I didn't want to see it for a job, so so no, absolutely never delivered any babies. Just lots and lots of wax babies, hundreds, thousands probably. Don't ask me to count how many. It's been how many years now? Obviously, it's been 2 years I've been doing this for myself, for my own business, but all in told, probably nearer 15, 20, something like that, in the old job. So yeah, lots of little wax babies all over the world. And there is that baby delivered. Anything left? Just a little speck there. Nothing too significant, but it'd be rude to leave it there while it's relatively easy to get. So let's go in and just grab that. I think I'll put the fine-end tube back on that one. You might hear the audio in the background. Patients quite enjoyed watching this one. Now these next 2, really, really dark, almost black in fact. It makes it quite difficult to see sometimes what you're doing, and it's hard to know exactly whereabouts you are in the ear canal until you can see the pink. So you can see the pink there, that's the floor of the ear canal. So you need to lift it up so you can get your bearings. Trying to peel it away from the sides, and then kind of wrap it up in a parcel, so to speak, before the whole thing can just jump up and slide out the ear nicely, just like that. I've just got a little bit trapped on the way out, that one. So let's grab that from the top, just work it along. Out she pops, 2 wax babies safely delivered. There's the eardrum after that one. This was the opposite ear of the one you've just seen. Again, just as dark, but a lot quicker. This wax baby fairly flew out. There she comes. A few little strands of hair on the ear canal there. I'm not going in touching the ear canal wall just for the sake of those little strands of hair. Absolutely not. No benefit to it at all. Not worth the risk. So that's three wax babies safely delivered. It's like an advent calendar, isn't it? Maybe I should have saved this one for for a Christmas episode. On the first day of Christmas, Nurse Richard gave to me, etc. Maybe I will do that. We'll maybe call it Waxmas. Now this one, I think this one was actually the other half. I think the partner of the lady you've just seen. So that's 4 wax babies safely delivered now, and he didn't think he had a problem actually. So she said, "Can you just check his while you're here?" Because he never listens to me. Now, I've said to many of them before, especially the men, we get this rare condition that only affects men, and it's selective hearing. As in, they choose what they hear. Now, I am quite prone to selective hearing. It's usually when the kids are asking me for money. Dad, can I spend this on that? What do you want it for? V-Bucks, Robux, I don't even know what it is. Look at this here. Nice earwax sausage there. Bell to that one, wasn't it? I think that's 5. Is that 5 wax babies safely delivered? Not quite finished it yet though. Gone down to the fine end tube because it's left, as you can see, big old flap of skin at the bottom of the ear canal there. I think we had to stop in a minute because she just said, "Can I cough?" So it's triggered the Arnold's reflex there. I think it may have been any minute now, and it usually is around that area. If you're mauling about around there, yeah, it can trigger a cough. So she's had a little cough. Give her a drink of water. It quickly passes. It's over as quickly as it starts. But let's try and bunch all that together. And I think this came away without too many difficulties. There we go. That's 5 wax babies, and here's wax baby number 6. And I think this one was it might have been the other ear of the one you've just seen as well. Can't remember. It was a while ago since I did these. It was before I went on holiday, so I don't remember really much about them, to be honest with you. Looks like it came away fairly easily though, and there's the eardrum after that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed all those deliveries on the ear labour ward today. But for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.